Next performer is 541 Black Faith.
Dylan, by now you know their names, the tender hands they offered you. You know the quivering strength of prayer and the art of making God listen. So did you hear the echoes of ghosts that have been burnt and hung? In the name of better days, as you walked in, I was born in Birmingham, Alabama, in 1911 over on 16th Street. Now by born, I mean they finished my construction. I was erected as the edifice to the Almighty. Now y'all see, I was a place of worship, a rally point for justice fighters and commanders of the cause. Now you see, I could name drop, but that would be rude. So I won't. I won't name drop. Martin Luther King, Ralph David Armlet, oh shit. See, point is, thousands of people would release millions of prayers beneath my roof. But of all the dignitaries to have ever graced my pews, the most precious were Denise, Adame, Carol, and Cynthia Dillon. They opened their song for you, not knowing that they have just let in what they have spent so much time praying to keep out. According to a New York Times article published December 2nd, 2018, between 1951 and today, there has been over 100 attacks on African American churches in the US. However, due to the recent attacks of 3 black churches in Opelousas, Louisiana, which was only 7 miles from my front door, it is clear that these attacks are still being used to silence black faith. So through the poetry, A Letter to Dylan Roof by Denise Froman and 16th Street Baptist Church by Michael Christopher, a program, Black Faith. Because we must not be afraid to raise our hand in worship just because we fear that there is someone waiting to strike it down. Those 4 little girls were visiting me for Sunday school or something to the like. Y'all got to keep in mind that there was a lot of fuss about segregation and integration. And even our illustrious Governor George Wallace, had a thing or two to say about the issues of the past. Yes, I believe what he said was to stop integration. And that even Alabama needed a few first-class funerals. Dylan, did you see them tuck away nearly 400 years of what it means to let a white man get too close? Did you know that all the bullets in the world seem to belong to them, yet their door softened for you? What an unearned miracle. Do you even know what it means to welcome a familiar terror and hope that it got enough God in it to leave you be? And shortly after, a white gentleman places a package beneath my steps. Now, I'm over 50 years old at the time, so I just knew that this was no gift that had been set before me. And then I could kind of hear the Spirit of the Lord shudder with grief. But I knew that I had to be the one to do something. You see, those 4 little girls are still inside of me. So I yelled, girls, you gotta get from out here, go home. But all they could do was hear me moan and creak like I was sitting in my foundation. I was no longer like the servant Peter. I could not be their rock, Dylan. How could you stay for Bible study, but not stay to see what music God offers to keep the dead warm? And in that split second of eternity, I tried to contain the blast. And I held back the waves of Satan's hellfire like I hold on to every prayer whispered within my walls. And I used my strength to stop the embers. And I refused the shards. And I bowed every brick. And I subdued the martyr. But my God needed to call them 4 little girls home. And in that moment of forever, they had felt the love of my Lord. Dylan, did your hands turn black as you threw your gun down? Did the bullets pull themselves out of their skin and chase you out? Did you wink at the police as they searched your pockets? Did you hear your father say, good job, son? Did you hear America say, good job, son? Did you hear every damn textbook write your name in blood? This is to say, Dylan, you are not the first white boy to feel small and to create chaos. In someone else's home, Denise McNair, Addie Mae Collins, Cynthia Wesley, and Carol Robson. They transfigured into a spark that fanned the flames of freedom, and by God, I had the honor. Oh, I had that honor. Little girls, I am so sorry that I could not save you.